Once you've selected a photo for this landscape project, I'm going to show you how to use it to draw the picture. You are not to trace the photo. You are going to be drawing it from observation, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. This is the picture that I chose for this project. I'm going to put it in a separate tab, and I'm going to move it to the side of my screen so that I can still see it when I start drawing. Now I'm going to go to Pixlr. I'm going to click Create New, and set Web 720p is fine for the size. Make sure you have a background turned on, and you can call it Landscape Painting. Now, if your picture is not the same kind of ratio or dimensions as your canvas, you can trim it a little. I'm going to use the crop tool, and I can just drag it to kind of modify it so it matches the picture. It's a lot easier to do the to draw a reference when you have it matching the ratio. All right, my first layer is going to be called drawing. My next layer is going to be called reference lines. I'm going to grab my paintbrush, and I'm going to use a separate color. I'm going to use a blue for my reference lines. What I'm going to do with my reference lines, make sure you have your, by the way, on your brush, make sure you have the number 5 brush here. This is your sketching brush. I'm going to estimate where certain things fall in this picture. So for instance, this bend in the river right here, I'm going to estimate that this is about 1/3 of the way across from this edge of the picture to here. So I'm going to make a reference line that I think, using my best estimation, is about 1/3 of the way. Now this bend back here, I think it's on the other 1/3 of the picture. So I'm going to make that one. And then I also think that this bend is 1/3 or so up from the bottom of the picture. So I'm going to draw a line that represents that. Now I'm going to go to my drawing layer, and I'm going to switch to black, and I'm going to start sketching. Before I start doing the river, I'm going to do the horizon line, which is the line that goes from kind of at the base of the mountains here. This is about 1/3, maybe a little more up the top. And I'm just going to draw this, kind of angles a little bit down. And now, now I'm going to do my river. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to use the guides that the reference lines I created, so that I can get kind of accurate in terms of where it turns. So this is this line right here, and then this is where the river turns again. So that's the beginning, and notice that because I drew my reference lines on a separate layer, I can delete them or hide them at any time. This is a strategy that I use to get accurate when I'm drawing from observation. I will be able to tell the difference between you drawing from observation and you tracing it. So please don't trace your picture. This is what I want you to try to, work towards getting done today, getting your drawing done. And then we'll work on more of it next week.